you know, and then up. Yeah, exactly.
That's going to be freaking cool. That right there, there's no doubt I could sell that.
Oh, no, yeah, I agree. I agree.
I was thinking about in arcade walls when we're doing, you could do something like this without as much of a 3D. No?
You gotta understand the image that you've got is so pleasant to you because of the 3D.
Well, yeah, I know. I know, but this is really exaggerated, this display booth and all. I wonder how, I guess I'm asking, if you narrowed it down to, say, a foot max depth, would you lose that much? Because you're talking about an enclosed room, too.
No, I appreciate it. I don't know, you know, if you look at this side panel, it's about a foot.
Yeah, it's not as bad. It's only certain places you got some really exaggerated, which look good, but in an enclosed room you might...
How tall is your room going to be?
9 foot.
Well, you could do some of that, because we're only 6 foot, you know, or lower. You could actually do some above head. Right. Maybe you could do some on the floor as a pop out. You could sit on it. I mean, put a base or something there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could get some extreme there, but then keep it more of a foot.
Yeah. And in certain areas of the room you could, but just not where you got to walk by like we're going to have a table.
Yeah.
You don't want to be squeezed in.
Exactly.
But this is gorgeous.
We're doing a cave, wine cave, and a big waterfall with walking thing. Waterfall.
Like a grotto?
Yeah, grotto.
Is that all drab on there?
No, it's sealer.
The sealer was green?
Looks like a Sharpie. I thought it was a crack, but it ain't. Unless my eyes are getting bad, which they are. No, somebody took a Sharpie there, it looks like. Just a line.
The part I really like here, this is nice. This looks very realistic. That came out really good. The cracks. Yeah, how about that?
It's true, though. It's true. It's true. Here it is again.
I know. That's the only thing that I don't like.
Hey,
repeat.
That's okay. Nobody notices it generally. Now, hold on now. What I didn't do here.
Me off about my stamp companies.
Well,
you sell me one stamp, and I'm supposed to do 10,000.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Okay, we'll flip it.
What you might not understand about this particular unit is I did this panel here, okay, and then let me think. Okay, I then used it just like this again. Stupid. Should have done this. Should have used this. Should have flipped it upside down. Should have taken that next one and used it on its side. In other words, I used the same 4 panels, exact same 4 panels on this wall. You can't tell that. Most people do not know that.
You can just see it in that corner right there, that notch and that notch.
That's the only thing that people have been able to see that I pointed out. But anyway, what I did, what I should have done, used it like this, like this, like this, like this, and I would have had 4 different images. You would have never lined them up. What I did was I went like this.
Especially when you start cutting and putting,
life into
this
it.
And
yeah,
this
yeah.
and it definitely, I can see it.
Yeah.
Because when I first was looking at your stuff, I'm going, how am I going to take a look while I'm back? But you can take that one panel and go freaking 100 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're popping it out and cutting it
right.
pieces and leaning in a little bit, give yourself a standard look. And,
It's, believe it or not, it isn't rocket science. It's just get out there and do it and start cutting and mudding. But there is a trick that you're not aware of here, that you're not seeing here, and I'll disclose it to you because I'm not as talented as I may seem. I do have some understandings. This panel is a 50 square foot panel. Now, mind you, 5 by 6 is only 30, so I've cut away some of that 50 footer and I made 4 sections. Okay, but there's one panel in our library that's called the RP55. It is the most popular panel we have because it looks beautiful just sitting there all by itself. You'll see it. We'll get into it. We're actually molding in 2 weeks, probably about another 3. We're going back to the same river where we got this because I wanted to get more, but I needed some youngsters there. It was just me and my wife and my older son and his wife. I need some muscle to carry all the stuff over across the river mix it up for me. I want to get some more of this particular bank, and it's stunning. It's stunning. Oh yeah.
Up in Utah on Starvation Reservoir, it's just miles and miles and miles of dried up riverbank that has the cantilevers and the big, nice, huge slabs, and it's just gorgeous.
Do you have any of these panels that are like a limestone or sandstone?
Not really, no. They're all they're not as gnarly as this. You know, some of them are smooth, but no sandstone. I don't.
That's real popular where we're at too, is the sandstone.
I'm building right now. By hand. But I mean, this could pass.
Yeah.
I mean, you got that.
Well, you'd be surprised.
One of those just flat panels.
Yeah, the RPO one. Yep. Like I said, I can make this flat. I have two versions, the one with a mild life to it and one that we have that's ultra flat. And I like this one better myself.
So if I was to use this for a cantilever waterfall, would it make more sense to flip it upside down? Because since
Yeah.
say if it's up high, and that's what you're going to notice more so, is because it's hard to flip that texture.
Oh yeah.
And stamp it and make it, you know,
You're right. This would be the bottom. Put steel into it, like the Rico does. Same thing.
On the inside of
Well,
on the top.
yeah, exactly. Above, just a little bit above. So it's about a 4-inch pour. It's right in the middle of 2 inches and pour. Simple as that. All right.
This is the part that would be visible from underneath. Is that what
Right.
you're saying?
Yeah, that's how generally you would do it. Because like he says, it's easier to stamp the top going down than it is up underneath. It's difficult to even throw the mud there. Well.
Boy, that joint's costing you guys a lot of money.